Hey guys, welcome back to your focus lesson for the week. Yesterday we added some silly seeds to our garden, and that kind of related to the story that we read. And today what we're going to do is we're going to learn about two more things that plants need to grow. Okay, we've already learned two. And I'm going to show you some of these words that I have. Okay, the first thing that we learned is that plants need soil. This word is soil. Soil is the dirt that those plants grow in. Each seed needs to have really, really good soil in order for it to grow. All right, then yesterday we learned that plants and seeds need space to grow. If they are all pushed together, it's going to be hard for these seeds to grow. They need enough space for their roots to go into the ground and to spread out so that they can grow big. All right? And then today, if you haven't watched the video yet, that's all right, but there's a video on YouTube that I linked on the website for you to watch of a lady who's going to teach you more about what plants need. But I'm going to touch on it a little more here. All right. So we know that we need soil and space. But one very, very important thing that plants need is light. Now, light can come from all different sources in our lives, right? We see lights in our house, we see lights outside. And since our garden is outside, I want you to think really quick about what light we have outside. It's big, it can sometimes look yellow, it's hot. That's right, it's the sun. So our garden needs a sun because that is what's going to give our seeds enough light so that they can grow into healthy plants in our garden. Now I'm going to cut mine down a little bit because I realized that was a really big sun. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to glue my sun down. And then what I want you to do is you are going to label it with light because that is something else our plants need. They need light. All right, and then there is one more thing that plants need to grow, and that is this word, water. Every plant needs enough water to help it grow. So, when you're thinking about outside in a garden, there are two things that come to my mind about how we can get water. You think about that. How can we get water outside? One way is something that's hooked up to our house is a hose. Hoses can help us have water for our gardens, but there's also a natural way that comes from our sky. That's right, it's rain. So I'm going to add some rain to our garden. So I'm going to add a little cloud. I have my black crayon, but if I shade really nice and light, it kind of looks like a nice gray cloud. And then maybe I'll add a little gray cloud over here so that it can water our seeds over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a few raindrops. Now I cut them out of paper. Remember, you can make them, you can color them if you want. And I'm just going to have them falling from the sky. Okay, I'm not going to have them go all the way down to the grass because when our plants eventually grow, we're going to draw those plants growing. So I don't want to take up all that space. But in real life, this water would have to go all the way down to the ground and trickle into the soil so that those seeds can get that water to grow. So that's what happens when we have plants outside. All right? And then your last job for today is you are going to label the water. And I'm just going to, you don't have to label all of them. I'm just going to label one. Let me use my marker since I used my marker last time. W-A-T-E-R, water. Okay? So now in our picture, we can see that we need soil. Our plants need space. They need light that comes from the sun. And they need water. All right, I can't wait to return tomorrow to see what your garden grows. Bye, guys.